So today, I was gonna introduce you. Today we have a visitor. I mean, I need help. We have a challenge today.
The challenge today is doing a job with Duca.
No, the truth is, I've been telling Chris. If you don't know who Chris is, he's a good friend that helps me anytime I need support and anytime I have any doubt about the boat. That's the first guy I call. And there is one job that's a really tricky one that I've been telling him for a couple weeks already. I have a surprise job for you. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I need your help on something that's gonna be scary, dangerous, and tricky to be done.
So I've basically been blindly led
To come all the way to Belgium.
to another country
Yeah, but the truth is,
to see what you've got.
2 days ago, he was lucky because I decided to not do what we were gonna do. We were gonna do something actually really dangerous in a way.
No, we weren't. You were.
No, we were. I mean, you're the one going under the boat. So basically the idea is we need to start welding the boat. And just so you understand, when I say we're gonna start welding the boat, we're gonna actually start welding the boat today. That's the first welding day of the new part of the build. And in order to install the keel and rudders, we will need to have the boat higher than it is right now. Right now there is no space at all under the boat. So we need to raise the boat 1.2 meters higher than it is right now. And in order to do that, we need to find a way of supporting the boat long term, because once we install the keel, it's gonna be, I don't know, maybe 10 tons already or 12 tons the boat, and we need something strong. The problem is we have no space for a crane to come in and lift the boat, and that means we need to lift the boat manually with little jacks, those jacks right there. And that was the surprise project for Chris. But I just realized that if we lift the boat right now, we're going to be really close from the roof, and if we're really close from the roof, it's going to be really hard to weld the cockpit. So I decided not to do that now. We're not going to raise the boat because it's going to make our lives a lot harder, and we can leave that to the end of the welding, and we can do that maybe even outside of the shed. We'll see that later. So the project got cut short. We're only going to level the boat. It's really important when we start welding the boat to have a reference of what is the waterline. We need to know the boat is straight before we start welding, and right now the boat's not sitting straight at all. So the trick today is to somehow move the boat around until we have a level boat. Can we do that, Chris?
What?
Can we do that? Is that possible?
Level the boat out.
Yeah, we need to level the boat out, put some wood underneath, and make sure it's straight on the waterline.
Absolutely.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
I cannot. But
The most important thing is start of every boat build. That's what we've got to do. So.
Yeah. The truth is, no one needs to know how to do everything. You just need to know the right people for the right job and the right person, and that's it. You can do anything in life. I found the right guy. Let's get to work. I mean, we're just talking and talking. I'm just trying to post points so I don't need to do it, so I keep talking.
Yeah, that's good. Let's go.
So what's the first step?
Tripod laser. So we're going to level it out. Get level one way, get level the other way from the outside. And we'll basically just use the little mass jacks to jack it little bit by little bit and put wedges under so it's always safe. Once we get it roughly where we are, we'll take some reference points from the inside and we'll line them up with a laser where it's nice and dark, because we won't see the laser well in the sunlight.
So the idea is that Chris wants to first level side to side the stern of the boat. So we're going to use as reference the edge of the shine. So this edge needs to be on the same level both sides, and that means the boat is level port starboard. So let's get started. There's a line right there. Yeah. So at the moment we have the level straight on that reference line, and it's like this much off here. So we need to get some wood and put a shim on that support probably. So right now we're gonna cut the shim from here. That's a D minor.
Look for C sharp.
C sharp, that's good. Yeah. He's good, I'm telling you, he's good. You want safety glasses?
Oh yeah, you need safety glasses.
By the way, if you don't know that by now, Chris is a boat builder that is a really good friend of ours, that is also building a aluminum boat, and they also built a beautiful van. We didn't build a beautiful van, we had a van. That's a different thing. Building a beautiful van and owning a van is a different thing. We're gonna show you later on this episode. His van is here. Freaking amazing, it's like a super yacht.
It's a boat.
It's a road boat, the road boat. So he has a lot more experience with tools than me, and I'm, using him to learn about the tools. I always use him. That's.
What are you doing, Duca?
I'm gonna try to raise the boat.
So we're making some space so that we can put the lift in the middle of the boat, because if we put it towards the back of the boat, what will happen is we'll start lifting the back, but it'll also be pushing it because of the angle of the chine, so then it'll spin on its midpoint axis. So we don't want that because we're in limited space. So Duca's working his hardest, aren't you?
It's all good.
He never works hard, does he? Let's be fair. I think we might be alright actually. Might do that.
So do I wedge and come out?
No, just drop it right down now, slowly.
Yes, that's the tricky part. It's good?
You might need to come down a bit more, man.
I don't understand what you're
You
linking.
might need to come down a little bit more.
Down more?
You need to back the wedges out a fraction.
Good, we survived it. I mean, like, I'm like
Still alive. It's still alive.
ready to be killed, but it's all good. No, there's no way it's full.
Ready to be killed.
Before you say we're doing something dangerous, we're lifting so little. It's like 5 millimeters at time, so it's 100% under control. And the boat is right on the ground. There is no way it can go too far. Like, it cannot move too much. Even if you fall from the wedge, nothing's gonna happen. It's just gonna bounce a little bit. That's all. Now you can see we have the laser line. Oh, we are almost on spot. A tiny bit higher than the shine there. And on this side, we are right on the shine here. So it's a tiny little bit more, and we are right there.
Okay, just down a bit more.
Everybody's here.
So we are taking down a little bit more. Let's check again. It's slow process. You put up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit until you get it right. So now that we're roughly aligned from port to starboard in the transom, we're gonna go inside the boat and get some measurements from the 3D module on the computer and check how far are we from the waterline inside to know how much we need to raise the bow, because I believe we need to raise the bow of the boat right now. Why should we level the boat? That's a much deeper conversation about why it's important to level a boat when you're building a boat.
Alright, so basically what happens is, if you need to weld on a boat or build a boat, you want to start off with level frames and level bow and stern, obviously. And the reason for that is that you've got a reference point. From that reference point, all your angles will be measured from. So what we'll do with this boat is level it up so it's properly level in both directions, and then we'll have a reference point. I'll mark it on the floor with a piece of tape, and so we know where Duca can check his level points from, and you'll see the reference points around the boat, so you can always make sure if he thinks it might have moved for some reason, if it's level. This is basically going to allow him to get all of his chain plates and everything in the right places and angles correct. So as you put chain plates in, for example, sometimes they're angled. We want them at the correct angle to match the rig design. So we're going to do that based off the reference points. Same with the keel and the rudders. When he comes onto that, that'll be, again, all those reference points will be marked and prepared for in this stage. And it is in this state, so it's all in the right place. And then when we lift the boat up, all of the hard work's done. We just lift it up, level it up, and weld the keels up, and wherever that happens. At least that's the plan anyway.
Yes. So the idea is that I'm gonna get the bulkhead, the watertight bulkhead right there. So this is the waterline of the boat, this is the bottom of the boat, and I'm gonna measure this distance that is 4.86.
So to transcribe that into reality, what he means is the base of the floor here is obviously not where the water is. The water sits higher up. The chine is these angled parts, these are what's called a hard chine. So this is the chine level here, and the water line lies somewhere between here and here. So he's taken a measurement from the front bulkhead for the height of it, and another one on the back for the height of it, and we can run a string line, or we could run whatever across it, just mark it and run a laser so we can get them level.
I don't know if you remember, but when we were doing the cork in our van, our friends were doing the cork on their van. But different from us, we didn't finish our van, but they are almost done with their van.
By the way, before you see that, go in the comments and say, please move in with them for like 3 months. Please, just say yes. Nice, thank you, I appreciate it.
And look how pretty it is. It's amazing. So basically their van is based on boats, so they are using mostly of the materials they can find from boats that they can use here. So hatches, their beds on the top, and to go down they use composting toilet that slides in and out, and the showers here. This is the van, but they also have a boat that they're gonna start building.
Alright, how are you doing?
So they're creating a new channel. It's not Sail Hub anymore, it's gonna be.
Well, we're keeping Sail Up, that's for the sailors, but we're doing Ghost Ship as well, which is basically for people that want a bit of adventure in their life. So basically I got sick of being proper and decided to build my own boat and go and do what I wanted to do. I want to be like Odd. So this is the Ghost Ship, which is basically one man, one mission, me, build a boat to go back to the Patagonia. I've been working myself stupid to get my hands good enough and the skills to be able to build this boat. I think I've got what it takes, the welding, the woodwork, the whole lot. Wish us luck with this one. We're going in full steam. So it's good to be here. We've just been hanging out with these guys, helping Roberta and Duca do their boat get started.
And Captain Ollie.
And Captain Ollie, don't forget Captain Ollie, yeah. Yeah, and that's it really. So it's going to be really cool. I'm shooting off to build my boat now down in Switzerland. And when I get back to see you guys next, it's going to be amazing.
I forgot to show this part. This is all they are taking to their boat, because their boat is in Switzerland and they're taking the boat to the UK.
We are, hopefully.
And this is all the stuff.
To his wife as well.
Yeah, Jenny lives in the back of the trailer. It's the best place for her.
By the way, the boat's not ready at all. They are taking the boat.
We're basically in the same position as what they are, aren't we? Basically our boat is sort of a little further ahead than you guys, but I'm being stupid. I'm like, well, if I just put some electric outboards on the back, we'll be alright. Try and bring it up the canals. These
Why
guys
not?
have got
Why
confidence in me, so I'm alright, eh? We're all good. So Duca needs a bit of a reminder sometimes. This here is welding. You'll learn that tonight. Nothing, just talking about your reminders. You've left a nice reminder on the wall for yourself.
Oh yeah.
Just in case you forget what it is. Okay, so we've got a fair bit of lifting to do, eh?
So let's do this then. So pretty much we found out that the transom is actually really low. We need to raise the transom like maybe like, I don't know, 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters. So now we're gonna put the jack, right, the car jack right here in this alignment with the frame and raise a little bit to check the alignment again. So the idea now is we're gonna have a bottle jack on this side and another one. I don't know if you can see Chris there, but Chris is putting a second one on the other side, and in this way we can lift both sides at the same time and make sure we don't lose the alignment on the transom, because we need to raise the transom around 4 centimeters higher, and then we might be on level.
Hey! Fancy meeting you here. Right, let's go with that then, one on each side,
yep.
We're too lazy. I'm too lazy to go and get the tape measure. I'm going to use this as a reference, so I know how far off the floor I am. That's the idea. Okay, we'll go up about half an inch. So look at the piston as it goes, yeah?
Yep. Half an inch is 12 millimeters, right?
Yeah.
We are really close. So now we check the line. That's how professional Chris is. This is his reference point. 4.5 centimeters. We're pretty good. Can you show them what you did, just so they understand?
Let's go inside and see what's going on. So lifted the back of the boat up now, probably about, the transom's probably up by about 3 centimeters, which has brought our level here. You can see that. We're pretty close to the mark on this end. And Duca's probably going to see it's about 3 or 4 centimeters out at this end as well. So we need to raise the transom up.
3.5.
We're going down.
Can we go?
Yep. So about another half inch or so.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It moving forward. We're getting too high here. We need to support the bow more.
That's good.
That's not good, that's scary. Now, just so you understand, even though the boat moved, there is not space for the boat to fall far. Even if it falls from that, it's not gonna go it's gonna fall like this much. All good, we'll be safe.
If you get some
Need wedges this way now. So what happens is when we lift the back of the boat, the transom, the supports were too far behind, and the only thing on the bow, holding the bow not to go down, is this tiny little piece of wood. So now we create this structure, this pile of wood that's gonna hold the bow and not let the boat fall forward. And we're just raising a little bit with the jack in order to lower the boat into the pile of wood. So instead of raising more the transom, we're gonna lower the bow, and I think it's gonna act the same way as we want. Exactly what we need. And now we need to go down. So the idea now, the boat is sitting on that jack and on the wedges on the center, just to guarantee that it's not gonna fall. And we are gonna lower the bow into the pile of wood, but we need to do that in a controlled way to make sure it doesn't fall like, I don't know, 3 centimeters. We want to go it down really slowly. Seems like it's loose already.
It is.
Yep. So now the boat's just sitting on the wedges right there. If we lift the boat, it's gonna sit here. We need to lift the transom in order for the boat to sit on the lower on the bow. We're like 17 meters here.
Yeah.
The bow needs to be 2 centimeters higher. But it's 1 centimeter higher because that's gonna be 1 centimeter, kind of.
Okay, so that makes sense then.
We need to raise the bow 1 centimeter.
How are we doing roughly if you measure to the center point on the weld? So if you're wondering what's going on with the level basically, it works on gravity, so it's always finding like a sort of harmonious level in all level areas, and it's projecting all the way around the boat. So 360 degrees, so that the level's always going to be level, and we move the boat to them points. That's basically what we're doing now.
We need to leave the bow on the starboard side. Now we need to do the same to the other side.
Yep.
Even though it's touching both sides already here.
Okay.
So now we are actually sitting on this structure. Let's see if the boat is a little bit stable. It's actually stable, because before, without that, without the little wood, would be really unstable. Now it's stable at least.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put the wedges closer?
Yeah.
Almost 24, yeah. So now we just need to lower the bow. That's much easier to do, actually.
Yeah.
What we're doing here, Chris?
What we're doing? Interesting stuff.
We did a mistake.
So when we're inside, the level was put onto lock, which basically means you lock the level in position, and if you move the device, the line follows the direction you move it. It doesn't work like gravity, like I was saying before. So now that I went in and put it back where it should be, and I was like, why is it not right? I put it onto gravity and realised that we've now lifted the bow about 3 inches higher than we need to. So we're going back down again. We decided to utilise 2 to make it safer.
We're running out of battery, but we have good news. The boat is actually sitting flat on the waterline. It's like we are like flat stern to bow, and we are flat side to side, so we are good. We just need to reinforce that to make sure it doesn't move with time. Right now we have small wedges holding the boat in position. We just need to reinforce that to make sure, I mean, Chris is already doing. We need to make sure it stays like that, and if it stays like that, we can start working. And we're gonna start welding in literally 1 hour. We're gonna start welding the boat. Finally! I've been waiting for like freaking 6 months.
We are really excited to start welding again.
Yeah, somehow it feels like we are just starting a new project. It doesn't feel like we've been working towards this boat for 2 years already. It feels like a new beginning. It feels literally like it's starting fresh, because from now on, I'm literally the responsible for the building of this boat, and that's pretty scary because now we have a welder. Oh, you want to come with me?
Oh.
So we do have a welder, but it's just a welder. He's not a boat builder, and that means the decisions come from me, and that's really in a way scary, but also
overwhelming.
Yeah, overwhelming, and bring you a lot of responsibility. But in a way, we are building the boat we want to build, and we are learning things we want to learn, because in order to do it right, I need to study a lot and to call friends and call friends and call friends. By the way, in this episode you met a friend that I call literally every other day. I'm being honest now. For the past months, literally every single decision I need to make on the boat, he's on the top 3 that I call, that I need to talk to, because I have no idea how he has so much knowledge in just one brain. He must have like 5 different brains, because anything you want to talk about, he knows something about.
And also he's funny, so it's also good for like it's contrary.
Yeah, like just to relax a little bit. Like if I'm too stressed about something on the boat, I just call him, I get the answer, and I also just enjoy talking to a friend. No, I'm serious now. You should follow his journey. I don't know if you understood, but they built a van to go to Switzerland. They are from the UK. They're gonna go to Switzerland. I mean, they're right now, they're there. To get this boat that they bought just a bare hull, to get it ready to sail through the river all the way to the UK. And when I say ready, I mean no keel, no engine, no mast, not anything.
Outboards.
Yeah, maybe like some electrical outboards or something like that. So they have a crazy journey ahead of them, and they're gonna do all of that documented on their new channel. So their new channel is called The Ghost Ship. It means the world to us if you follow them. They are really nice awesome people.
Yeah.
They deserve to have more people following their journey, because they're really good boat builders. I mean, Chris is a really good boat builder, but Jane is a really good filmmaker, and that's for me is the perfect couple. One knows how to build things, the other one knows how to film really well, and together they just make it happen. And by the way, Janie, thanks so much for filming this episode. So Janie was behind the camera filming most of this episode, and that's awesome because Roberta was taking care of Ollie. One last thing before I forget. We are posting one video every other week. I also have some extra videos for patrons, and people sometimes ask, so you just want to post videos for who pays? That's not really the reason. It's mainly because of the editing. The videos that we post for patrons, they are not edited. And if we post that on the main channel, it doesn't go well with the algorithm, and then the channel goes bad because people don't want to watch a video of 30 minutes of us just talking with no edit at all. But some people do want to know up-to-date updates, because these videos are like literally we shoot one day, we post the same day. So patrons know exactly what's happening in real time
And sometimes
every
it's
week.
just us thinking about what to do next.
Yeah, and like some ideas they're never gonna go through, but we are just sharing ideas as they show in our mind, in our heads. And we decide to not just do that on Patreon, so we just launched our members page on YouTube. It starts with like $5 a month and can go up to $10 a month, and you can help us make this dream possible. And by the way, thanks so much to our patrons that being supportive even on these hard times that we don't have enough videos and that we're just rambling, and they've been with us the whole time, and that's just so awesome. So we want to thank our new patrons for the past months that we didn't thank you. We appreciate, we really appreciate. Do you want to say something?
No, you said everything already. All you want.
All you want to say. We see you guys on the next one, and the next one is about the cockpit, and from the cockpit we move to a big, really big problem on the forward deck, and then we start building the roof, and from there we keep moving, and now the train is passing, so it's a queue. See you in the next one. See you on the next one.